It's father time. We are here for father and father only. Oh, I had to move everything around on my layout on my desk to clean and fix something that I broke because, yeah, of course I broke something. Until about 10 minutes ago, I was 95% sure that this stream was gonna be camless because the thing that I broke was the camera connection. Yep, I was not sure how I was gonna fix that. So I just, hi. You called me a hoe. It's fine. I won't take it personally. But no, I broke my camera until about 10 minutes ago. And I just turned it off and turned it back on again and hoped for the best and said, well, 'tis happens. It's what we were gonna go with. One of these days I'll end up blind, fully blind. Like I was scared to even start the like loading process. So it's sitting on I loaded it up, but it's sitting on the door on the like main screen because I didn't want to spoil anything. I was worried that I was gonna click it and they were gonna be like, "Hello, here's father," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." Something is not working like I want it to. So yeah, fully 100% blind. A lot very complicated, which is actually not too hard. Good. I'm glad to hear because from what I've seen, she looks pretty rough. Hmm. Quit. They are? Oh, little Sijuin. I'm so excited. Do we know? Well, obviously, we wouldn't know anything about them yet. Huh? We wouldn't know, like, aside from kind of what element they're going to be, because that is literally in their character design. We know their visions officially. Nice. Um, both. I didn't expect that. I did not think that they were both going to be 5 stars. I thought that maybe Siegeween would be a 5 star and Clorind would be 4. Everyone thought Siegeween might be 4. I thought the opposite. I thought that Siegeween was going to be a 5 star just because she's Melaleucine. And also just because I wanted her to be a 5 star because I like her. She looks like she'll be healer DPS. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm sure everybody will optimize her as healer just because it makes the most sense with her story, unless her damage is like fucking insane. So she's gonna be what? Hydro, and Clorind is gonna be. Are they? I haven't looked into them. Hits. Very character kit since for every character kit. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Oh, she's so freaking cute. I can't stand her. Full kit and constellation. Let's go to Reddit. Making Siege Queen a 5-star is basically fucked up. How dare you? Siege Queen is a 5-star in every aspect, including my heart. Well, that is in fact, Chinese. I cannot read that, so we're gonna go to another place. You're wrong. Don't hit me with that. No. Siegeween is the best. Head nurse of the Fortress of Meripede. See her release date. Element voice actor. Along Clorind and Sathos. Siegeween's so cute. I can't stand her, little Hydro Queen. Wait, does that mean that Siegeween will be really good with Risley? Please tell me yes. Please tell me Siegeween and Risley will be like best buddies. I need them to play well together. You don't know? Ugh. I need them to play well together. Good, as he should. Is Risley 5-star? Or is Risley 4? Because if Clorend and Siegeween are running at the same time, then he won't be. That's what I thought. But if Siegeween and Clorind are running, then he won't be running at the same time, will he? There are 2 phases. Oh, yep, that makes sense. I don't know why I forgot that there were 2 phases in each act. Nope, I'm not good, okay? I have had a migraine since yesterday, and it's just finally starting to release. So all day yesterday and all day today, my head has just felt like my brain is too big for my skull, or my skull is like shrunk around my brain. It's been rough. It's been getting squeezed up here and it's hurt. And I'm also out of meds for it, which is very good. And I have been too dizzy to drive to get some. So no, I am partially here. Which means this will be a mess. So her voice actor, Siegeween's voice actor, is going to be Sarah Williams. Hi, off. It's been a while. How are you? Yeah, I'm not finding anything much about Siegeween, really. Good. I'm good. We were just talking about my lovely migraine. On that light, the bright flashbang of the frickin' coming into Genshin is not what we needed. Yeah. Besides the core mechanics. I was trying to look up her kit at all, but I didn't see anything. I mean, I guess the article that I was on, it was like last updated 2 days ago. So They may have released other things that I don't see because I'm not on Twitter. Did you get father? No, this is our first time logging in. Like, this is fresh, new, exciting, going in blind, ready to get our father. I don't know if I call her our girl or our father or what I say to my man, my woman, my friend. Do you have to bring up things that will hurt my feelings, Amor? Do we have wishes or pity saved up? No, of course we don't. We just got Kazuha on like the last day. I think we have 1 or 2 pity. So it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, guys. I feel like it's going to be a swipey time. In the words of the drink I'm making in Star Rail, let's be real. Yeah, let's be real. I'm gonna drop money on the beautiful queen that is father. We all know this. Okay. Good. The delay is gone. Ooh, what's this? In the blink of an eye from Baishu. A few days ago. Oh, this was his birthday stuff, wasn't it? A few days ago, Changshen and I made a trip back to Chenyu Vale. Happened upon a tea tree that I had planted in my youth, now fully grown and thick with leaves. The year I left the Vale, it was yet so small I could have held it in the palm of my hand. Truly, it's astounding how swiftly time flies. The leaves were tender and ripe for the picking, so we availed ourselves to the opportunity to gather quite a few. In Liyue tea culture, there is an expression, first harvest. It signifies that the newest tea should be reserved for the most important of guests. Should you have some time to spare, why don't you come down to Boo Boo Pharmacy and try some for yourself? Don't forget to come. Even Chi-Chi keeps asking to invite you first. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I was like, why? What? Did we just get a couple of wishes? I think we did. And we've got... Oh, I got so excited. When did these come back? 5 days. Bam, bam, bam. Wishes. Okay, before I do this, even though I know I'm not getting Lenny, because I'm not getting Lenny. God bless him, but I don't want Lenny. Let's do... Yep, that's what I was just thinking. I was getting ahead of myself. I was getting too excited. I saw the potential to swipe, or not swipe, slip of the tongue. I saw the potential to give father wishes, and that's my bad. Let's try her out. Okay. Arlecchino's elemental skill deals pyro damage to nearby opponents and applies blood debt directive to them for a period of time. Essentially, Arlie works by using her skill. Her skill applies a mark that will grow over time. The way to maximize it is to use the skill, then go through your rotation. So use the skill, hit the other characters, come back to Arlie, charge attack, then use normal attacks until it's no longer infused. Okay. Okay. So Arlecchino, Sucrose, Sink. Hey, Glitchy, what are you doing there? You okay? Your alt will heal you and reset your Arlie skill when you use it when you're low health or need CD. Try holding down left click.
Something you wish to.
Where are we going? Okay. I love that. She cannot be healed by anyone but herself. Ooh, that's interesting. Toma! My boy! Wait, is Toma rerunning? Is Toma on the banner? Can I get Toma? No? Oh my god, so excited. I thought maybe I could get Mr. Toma. They just put him in there to make the trial synergize better. But I want him. Alright, so use this. Use all of your stuff.
Check this out.
Okay, I love him. Come back. Use this. Bond of Life will absorb... Oh, this is what you told me. Okay. Where are we going? Can... Oh.
Transfixed.
Absorption test.
Oh, you're behind me. Hey, bud.
That's not right.
Girl, we gotta go.
No, my sword. Let me read you a verse.
Don't get too close.
What is your...
Supporting fire.
I love him. Alright, let's... Where you at? Take some hits. Hit me. Hit me, I dare you.
This is where you fall.
Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2. Huh? Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
You did touch me.
I got you covered.
Huh. Huh. Oh, where did we go? We've got more. From stacking Bond of Life, typically receiving healing will reduce it, but Arlie not being able to be healed means healers won't anti-synergy her. Oh, that's nice. So you could have a healer for the rest of the team. And it's not going to hurt her. Ew. Bow and arrow, dude. Yeah, like Bennett buff will help her without reducing. Nice! When a prop arrow hits, it'll summon a Grin Malkined Hat. But it means someone... Farina drains her team's HP? I did not know that.
And voila.
Ooh, Kuku Shinobu, though.
Nice and spicy. Everybody stand back!
Ugh.
Now disappear.
Linea's charged attack damage. Okay.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, stop! I love his little ult though. Hey, bud.
Here comes the
At
finale.
3 to 5 stacks, you can use your skill to heal. You have to wait for the second charge. Oh, I didn't even notice. I got a little scared. I gotta go. Don't stomp on my cat. How dare you? Okay. Not bad, not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. Okay, I have to run to Pote really quickly. I should have went before, but I broke things. So I'll be right back. Oh, cat cam is on. Cat, there is no cat. Hold. Oh, I'd love to try out Fremy. My friend just sent me a whole bunch of Hades Town memes. Because all we've been talking about is like Hades Town. And I love it. Remy! What does our little Fremine do? Elemental skill will generate a purse time, which will indicate the current pressure level, and will infuse his normal attacks with cryo. When unleashing his elemental skill once again, while purse timer is active, Fremine will perform different sorts of attacks based on the pressure level. Interesting. Fremine's skill will set a timer.
Frost is coming!
Oh, I see. Oh, he's a little Claymore user? Love that.
You're open! Engaging!
Mika.
You're open!
I'll protect us.
Oh, a little water girl. Ow! How dare you kick her?
Getting gear! Frost is coming! You're open! Getting gear! Fists of fury! Snow!
Oh, baby.
Commencing cleanup!
Stop. He puts a little, like, diver's helmet on. I love him.
Getting gear! You're open!
His ult reduces his skills cooldown, makes the charge the timer better. Nice.
Frost is coming! Dead reckoning! Getting gear!
Why is that very, like, Power Rangers-esque transformation, putting his little diver's helmet on?
You're open!
Hey, fuckers.
Frost is coming! Going under! Oh no! Toss! I can take it.
Ah!
You're open!
Come on, we can do it.
I wasn't even checking his health, which was probably the wrong thing to do, but I was just having fun with him. I wouldn't mind to get Mr. Fremy. Mr. Fremy's pretty cute, pretty sweet. Let's go claim those. Ooh, cold. I want to do that one so bad. The undersea capital, the lost homeland. Ooh, that's interesting. The wide waters that lie south of the Great Terrestrial Lake were also once an integral part of that high sea. Beneath the abyssal depths, untouched by sunlight, the first of dreams and hopes lie buried. The long-forgotten symphony sounds once more amidst the stronghold of dimmed glories, and the sea-sunk ruins. A new chapter in the tale. Ooh. Eh. Don't mind if I do. It's just a book. I would even take a Lynette Constellation right now. An Emerald Orb. We were hoping for shout. That's fair. Shunling constellations would always be good. So this is Linny's, which is very cute, if I do say so myself. But who are these? Like, are they just random ones you can get? Because this orb is fucking cute. They're just 4 stars. So you can just get this. Like, for anybody. It's not like anybody's special weapon. Because that purple one's kind of fucking cute. True. What? Is this good or bad? It was just the standard banner. Just this one. I had 3 just bopping around and I thought I will just throw them in. No. It wasn't anything like this. It was not actually like I did not waste. No waste here. But I do think it's not ideal. Okay. Oh well. We have it now. If somebody needs it, it's there. We just build the pity by getting a lot of emerald orbs. For the catalysts, I don't play. What special event is there going on? Oh, that. That's fine. I don't want to deal with that right now. Quests. Her weapon over C1 would just be for drip, since her weapon isn't the most versatile. C1 Arle is more damage and more QOL than her weapon. Okay. Good to know. Not like I don't think I have put wishes onto any weapon in this time. But it's good to know. I would like her weapon because it's a scythe, because it's just fucking cool. But I wasn't planning on swiping for it, or not. I keep saying swiping. Obviously, you know my plans. It's not my not like I'm gonna like die if I don't get her weapon. What was I doing? Ah, this. Also, the scythe will only appear for her, not everyone else, which is so dumb. Give everybody scythes. Okay, now here's the question. I'm sure it would, but everybody deserves to have a scythe. I think it'd be cool. Here's the question. Sino quest or Arlecchino quest? Thoughts? Thoughts? Was getting more. You might want to do Lenny's quest before Arlecchino. Really? We gotta do Mr. Cage Britches. Okay. So we have got time for Sino's quest, is what you're saying. Because I have so many quests that I want to do. Like, I'd love to do Child's. Xiao's, obviously. Hu Tao's, I hear, is pretty good. Kamisato Ayato, because, yeah. Sino, Al Haytham. I'd like to do Nuvi, Farina, Navia, Shunyan, Chiori, and Arlecchino. So we have to do Linny, then Arlecchino, and then Sino? Why not take a walk around? Well, we're already here. We might as well. Oh, I was like, why is it walking us into a wall? It's walking us into a wall because I'm not paying attention. That's what I was looking for. Other side. Fuck. Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, where is that stupid thing? It's over here. Doop, 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 doop. Condense me resin. And yes, I did condense it all. Oh well. Hee hee. Hello, Gardamek.
Ha!
He just went around me. He's like, I'm not talking to you. Stupid. Couple little snacks for the road.
Isn't that Charlotte?
You got a keen eye there, Paimon.
I see. So
You finally
believe
have
that
some
this warning
resin.
letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double.
That's
Now that he's
weird.
back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Is boring.
Couldn't agree more.
You
As
won't
a
be
journalist,
boring,
I'm
bitch.
gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here.
Hi.
Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Oh, the Phantom Weasel?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because
Yeah, girl, we just
I'm a
woke up. We're
professional.
new here.
The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel, nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! he sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Fucking asshole. Sounds like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation.
Well, yeah,
Every
no,
man
you
in
can only
the
steal
stock
so many
wanted to see
dolls
him
from
behind
children
bars.
before people go,
Yeesh.
that guy's an
So,
asshole.
Did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all.
Why
Sure
do I
enough,
feel like
thefts
we're
in
gonna have to
Fontaine went
defend
down after
Linny
Caesar's
again?
death. But today, 10
What
years
did he
on,
do?
the
Or what did they
notorious
think
thief
he
has
did?
once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
That looks like gibberish. Very threatening.
So,
Very
This
scary.
is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
Damn.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he reemerged now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Well, he wants something that's in the
If this thief will steal anything
Opera
that other people
Epiclese.
value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
He might try to nab you, little Paimon.
But Paimon doesn't want to get kidnapped. Well, he'd have to go through you first. You would stop him, right?
Okay, the people have spoken.
Don't look at me,
It's clear that the
Paimon.
public
I'll
are
let him
very
take you.
concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form
Oh,
the skeleton
hi,
of my
Linny.
article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Linny!
Why did... More concrete connection to the weasel. Why does Linny have a concrete connection to the weasel?
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Linny. You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too. And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Are you serious? What sort of a connection is that?
Thank you, Paimon.
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
Girl's making fucking circles. I don't disagree with Charlotte often, but Charlotte, girl. Kind of a weird, like, deduction to make. Where is the... Oh, we did run all the way down here. I was like, wait, I wanted to go to the Adventurers Guild. Just gonna pop back over here really quickly. Talk to Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Mm.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Okay, got nothing. Now we go back over here. And we jump off the building. Ooh, that was a sign. I nearly cracked my skull.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Lying to
Really?
a child, Lenny.
Then, what am I thinking now?
Don't be a jerk. Don't lie to him.
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Ooh.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
Okay, maybe
You can
he is
tell?
telepathic.
Oh boy.
Maybe he knows
You really
things that
can
we
read
should
my
know.
mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
He really hit him with a, you snuck out, bitch. Saw it on your face, plain as day.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Just wanted to say hi,
Why
and
don't you
are
guess,
you
Mr. Telepathic?
perhaps a weasel in your spare
Oh,
time?
please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you?
No.
The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions.
Ah.
That, plus the fact that
Yes.
he was the only kid
Body
here without
language
his
reading.
parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand, let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Ding, 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 bitch.
Got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the
I was
talk
like,
of
"Alright,
the
are we
town,
going or
so
not?"
I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel.
And we decided that apparently you may be the Phantom
So, Lenny,
Weasel or
what
have
are
a
your
connection
thoughts
to
on
him
this
because you're a
infamous thief's
magician.
reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
Because he's an orphan child
You read
who...
his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
I thought maybe he was going to be wholesome. But he's just like, don't interrupt my show. Fucking rude.
Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the
Lenny.
Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Honestly, have you thought about opening like
So
a
what you're
detective
saying is
agency, Lenny?
we
Because
might
you
get to
sure
see
do a lot of
live duel
detection
between
work
a famous
instead of
magician and an infamous thief?
acting
Wow,
as
this
whatever
has
the fuck father's
explosive
training you to
written
be.
all over it.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lenny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison.
Me either, girly.
A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook.
Which
Allow me
is?
to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
It's gone!
where'd it go?
That's the question. Where did it go?
Is it under
Therein
your hat?
lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
Did he give all of us flowers?
A surprise? Let me see!
Oh,
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding
I love
trick!
him, actually.
Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry,
We're
I
calling
didn't take
that
offense.
thievery an art form,
I just
Charlotte,
wanted to
my
take
love.
the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters.
Okay, where are we going with this,
But
Charlotte?
you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice.
Impressive
True.
knowledge. It's no wonder you're
But
such
is
a
it an
successful
art form
journalist.
or just a skill?
But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic.
Why,
It sounds
Lenny?
like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this phantom weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time, but let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here,
Goodbye,
and I've got no
Charlotte.
time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
And I'm sure that we'll be helping Lenny try to find Mr. Weasel.
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Well, technically, and it's a pretty permanent minigame. Okay, and the bad news? The Phantom Weasel. You'll surely be able to handle him.
Not so itchy then, huh?
No!
Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to
How far
serve
do I
as
have to
my
get in
temporary
Honkai to
magician's
get there?
assistants and help me investigate?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun!
Is that in
Assistants are
Penacony?
technically magicians too. Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is
Up to
done.
date,
Shall we
basically.
go for it?
12 days. Okay. Ah, we'll help you with your investigation. What's your plan?
Excellent. Thank you for putting your trust in moi. The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal.
And about how much
But if
content
he
do we have
wasn't the
left
weasel?
until we get up to date on it?
Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating
About 8
Caesar,
hours,
his
but you read
fiancée Gemma
fast.
is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often,
So
so
let's
I asked Lynette to wait for her
Estimate
there.
12 or
We should make
yeah,
a move.
12 hours for
Let's
me
go
then.
and rendezvous with Lynette.
That gives me enough time to talk to a couple of garbage cans in there. So if we do 6 and 6, Friday and Saturday, maybe we'll catch up? And you said we've got 12 days until it closes? $900 meters? Where the fuck are we going, dude? Over to Poisson? Okay. Then I guess the next 2 streams are gonna be Honkai. You can kind of gloss over. The majority of it's just a Snorefest. Okay. Any important lore? Facts. We're just plotting how to get caught up so we can get the free character and all the jades, Lou. Only at the end, you know it's important when you see it. Okay. You stop mid-low food. Yeah, I can see that happening because I'm kind of getting bored of it. God damn, we got everybody up in here. I thought you don't have adventurine, Lou. I thought you did.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Annette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
The Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by
Do
standing
we know
around
what new
waiting.
characters we're getting
Traveler,
in Honkai?
Paimon, let's go ask around.
Or do we just know that we are getting new releases? Annette, how are you?
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance? Sure I do. What's this about?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a
Caesar's
lot.
fiance?
Yeah, she does.
We got the drip confirmation for
thing.
Firefly and Jade.
It's no secret why
Ooh.
either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé
No, this
all
is
about how
Linny.
her life is going.
We need
She's
to do
been
Linny
doing
and
this
then
ever since Caesar
Arlecchino.
passed away?
And then we'll do Sayu.
Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
I'll
Okay,
bet.
if this
Caesar's
fucker isn't
reputation
dead
fell
and
apart
he's
after
just
his
left
identity
his...
was revealed, so no one else
Not
visits his
Sayu.
grave.
Sayu is the,
Gemma's
is
only
the
one who
actor,
still
isn't
thinks
it?
about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind
What's his
lives
name?
on in the
Sino.
waters after
Thank you.
death, but if it does,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sure
watching
Caesar
his
must be
voice
grateful to
actors
have someone who
videos
remembers him
earlier
fondly.
today, so...
If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay.
But like I was
Well,
saying,
that's everything I know,
if
I'm
this
afraid.
guy is
Might
not
have more
dead
luck
and has
asking
left
some
his
other people.
poor fiancée to fucking grieve for 10
All
years...
right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking
I'll
around.
punch him.
You're welcome.
His VA is so funny.
I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
Him and Jing Liu's voice actors. Is it Jing Liu? What? What's happening? What do you mean what's happening? He left his fiancée. Caesar is supposedly dead. The Phantom Weasel, R.I.P. But Caesar, the magician, who is believed to be the Phantom Weasel, had a fiancée when he passed away. So she comes weekly to clean his grave and, like, talk to him. But if he is not dead and the, like, warning note that was left on the opera epiclese is not a forgery from a copycat and is actually him, and he's let his fiancée sit here and clean his grave, talking to him and missing him for 10 years, I'm gonna fuck him up. Low life, common thief or not, fuck that guy if that's what he did.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Was he handing them a balloon and then
Please.
stealing
Weren't
their
you
dolly?
The one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, "Oh, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy," or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only
Did
for
you
a
get
whole bunch of doves to
her
fly out
on
from
your
the inside.
NA account yet, Amor?
I was
Or are
right
you
up
only
close and
going
didn't
for her
blink
on
or look
Asia?
away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring
You're
some
not
gifts
rolling for her
along for
on
the
NA?
kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But
Or
after
a
he
siege
died,
queen?
there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay. Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Oh, are you doing the
Thanks for your
story quests
concern.
in order, Amor?
But you didn't answer my question. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this killer. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much.
Same, Lou. All I've done is
so
the ride
going
and
back 10
Shogun.
years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the
And
accident?
now
Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone,
I'm
for
just gonna
instance?
skip. I'm just doing the
No,
lineup to
not
the
that I
lovely
know of.
Arlecchino.
Got it. All right. Sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
It's really funny though if you go into the like first few story quests, Paimon's voice is so different. Like Amor, I
Judging
think you
by
said
the
it's the
look on
same
her
voice
face,
actor, but they
there's
had her
definitely
change how she
something fishy
does
about her.
Paimon.
She's
But
lying.
it's so
she definitely
different.
knows something.
Or perhaps she simply doesn't trust us.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Oh, her natural voice is much higher. So this is more close to her natural voice tone. Ouch. She has a higher pitched voice. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. I was wondering if maybe they were having her stress her voice to do Paimon. I love to hear that that's not the case, though. That she has a naturally higher voice. So they're playing into her voice.
Whew, that was a tough fight.
I only bring in things that have a name.
Steady now, it's the final. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Hmm? Gross.
I only bring in things that have a name.
Thur said, I only bring in things that have a name. I don't love that. Honestly, true. This light on top of my computer is my
I
main
only
source of
bring in things that
light
have
in
a
this
name.
area. Oh yeah, hit us with that skincare. At least Lenny's weapon is cute. Like, it's got one thing going for it. It's cute. Girl, climb. The fuck? It's not that hard. I'm trying to die, though, apparently. Where the fuck am I? Like, you can't be too mad at a pink cat bow and arrow. I want the scythe so bad. Like, I think that we all want the scythe more than we want Father. Like, she's great, but I want the fucking scythe. Yes. That weapon is the equivalent in this game of fashion souls, in my opinion. And it's perfect the way it is. I don't care if it's good, bad, I just want it. It's cute. Oh, I just realized I don't have a freaking claymore. Wriothesley is probably the five star on the first one. Do we think he's gonna be on the first one or on the one with Siegeween though? Because wouldn't it make more sense for him to be with Siegeween? I mean, it doesn't matter. Wherever he is, I will be there swiping. First phase is what the leakers have found. I feel like it'd be cute to have them go together. Oh, they base it on synergy? I was just thinking, like, you know, they got the whole famdamly up there right now for all the kids and Father. They don't base it off synergy? Same. Same, Lou, same. I've been trying to say wishing all day, and I've been saying swiping. So we know what my plans are later. Time, 8 a.m. Do we expect Farina to come back? core 8 where we won't. Oh. Rendezvous with Linny. Girl went all the way back here. Oh, hey Lenny, I was about to jump down, bud.
Over here.
Yeah, Siegeween's supposed to be a 5-star from what we've
Lynette's
heard.
not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now.
Because nothing
Still,
says gaining
I
trust.
don't think that Gemma's
like
likely to open
stalking.
up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
Was I the only one that thought that Siegeween would be a 5-star? Both you and Ghosty are like, ugh. Where should we start?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings,
Interesting.
but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
I hope that she works well with Risley. Zathos, Siegeween, and Clorind will be 4.7. Zathos being the new 4-star. Do we have confirmation that Zathos is 4-star? Or at least what people expect out of that?
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my
Yeah, he's
assistants.
4-star, okay.
When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
Good for
Forget
him.
the
I don't want him
pleasantries, just
anywhere
sit.
near me. I don't know why I have such a dislike of bow users.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries,
Oh,
he
Siegeween's
says,
hydro bow.
but he looks pretty happy about Lenny
Well,
stroking his ego.
Siegeween, it was nice.
I
it
only
was nice
agreed to
thinking
meet
about you,
since we're
kiddo.
both magicians.
Good luck with your
Do me a
life.
favor and cut to the chase. I
See
have
you
more
around.
important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter
You
from
won't be
the
using her
Phantom
bow?
Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House.
Okay, well,
He claims
Siegeween,
to
you're
be
back on
planning
the
something
table
for the
for
same
now.
evening that I'm scheduled to do a
But
magic
one
show
wrong
there.
move and
As
you're
such,
off.
I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate?
Lorenzo,
Caesar was the
sit
weasel, and he's
down.
been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you
Stop,
trying to
that's
tell me
actually
you
really
actually
cute.
bought it?
I may
Please,
actually
sir,
use a
no need
bow
to get
if
so worked
little
up.
hearts come out of it.
I
Are you
do concede that a
kidding me?
copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's
Yes,
a fact,
Lou.
Linny.
Get them
Look,
gems.
my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I
Good to
must
know.
meet their challenge head on.
I like characters
Your
like that, but it's
pride.
not like you need
Don't
them.
mince
but
words
if
with
you
me,
get
boy.
them, you
Just
won't
tell
be
me
like,
what
"Ugh,
exactly
can't
are
believe
you
I got
seeking
these
to do?"
ones.
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true
Like,
identity.
God
I
bless
have
her,
to
but
know for
Mona.
myself what really happened 10 years ago.
Still mad.
What
Still
would
mad
that
at her.
accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
Why do you want us to forget Lorenzo?
Uh-oh. This is getting awkward.
It's giving
Lorenzo?
doth
Is
protest
that-
too much,
Oh, it
sir.
is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
Lorenzo, get
If
your
I
booty
wanted your life
get your
advice,
booty call
I'd
under
ask
control.
for it.
Get
Now
him out of
get
here.
out of my
He's
face
drunk.
and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry,
Mhm.
my good sir. I don't believe I've
I'm
had
glad
the
we're all
pleasure.
on that same page
Oh,
there.
hey!
Ah!
Armando. He and I are business
Okay.
pals. We worked together a bunch of times.
That was fun.
This is your first time meeting
Okay.
him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed.
Time to loosen up.
Never heard a kind word
I was getting
out of
too
this guy
comfortable.
the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Oop.
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
Bye. Bye, buddy.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of
Well,
it,
that
don't
was
say I
awkward.
didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
There's something strange about him.
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
And my man's drunk enough to tell us anything. So, let's go get him. Leave Hotel de Bourg. Oh, he was right there. Don't vomit on us, sir.
You okay there?
I think he was just sick into the bush. I don't know if he was.
who are
I don't
you?
know if he's okay.
Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it
I
out.
think Amor sent that.
I
Yeah.
said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's
Oh,
not
so
a
it's
good
our
sign.
fault that you came over drunk and now
You're
your
too
booty
young
call
for
won't talk
this.
to you?
Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
It's called Mirror Watch?
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lenny?
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation.
Well, yeah, he's
Don't
a little
say anything
suspicious.
and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Where did sketchy sunglass man go? Maybe we should just take him directly to the Chief Justice's office and go, Nouvellette! We brought a weirdo! Please take this weirdo off our hands. But that doesn't seem to be Linny's idea. Instead, we'll just take him out past the, I don't know, city walls? We'll meet him on a random riverbank.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
Oh, goddamn.
So
we had a
you're
whole
Lenny.
entourage.
And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Ew.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your
Smooth
voice,
face? Who the
mister.
fuck are you?
Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy.
Not
You ain't
Painter
gonna
De
need answers
Niro.
where you're going. Capiche?
Looks like we can't avoid this fight.
Well, we got a couple of
Now,
vision
I'm not
users
the strongest fighter, so I
or
hope you're
elemental
ready to back
users
me
against
up.
random sunglass men.
Don't worry, we got this.
Don't worry, Lenny, we got you. Oh,
And voila!
actually, I don't know if we have you because we're playing as you all of a sudden, pal. I'm gonna just
Inazuma shines eternal.
Sorry, Lenny. You're great, buddy, but you're not my favorite. Not when I got Sir Kazuha the Beautiful.
One with wind and cloud.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. No, my sword.
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
Bennett's fire burning
Vision
behind him
wielders
still.
are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram!
The lady?
Wise guys, we ain't through with you yet.
Excuse me, what did you do
We
to
gotta
Gemma?
beg. Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else.
Yeah,
Sounds
Pam, we're
like
gonna
they
have to go
just
fight
wanted
them
to
again
rough us
because
up
I
as
don't
a
like
scare
them.
tactic, and they've already done it to someone else. But who?
Could it be Gemma?
You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back
Babe,
to the
we
cafe
didn't. We
and
just
see if
laid
we
them
can
out,
get
and now
any
they're
information
running
from
away.
her.
It'll be a good mix of quick DPS and healing, so not a DPS. Ooh. Skill, alt, then switches. Nice. So she's not gonna be fully
Follow
like
the wind.
where you need to have her out and like her bow is gonna be important and
Time
shit.
to go.
Let me climb this tree real quick. When is Ayaka rerunning? The Era of Q. I do not know you, Era of Q. She reran recently? Did she? Oh, I wasn't playing with when Navia was in. Of course I wasn't. Another lovely character missed. Fuck, I didn't want to wait for the aquabus. I wanted to investigate this. And instead I got a potato. Alright. Well, Elfane. Let's go. But she's not a must-have. When does it? Immediately. Okay. Oh, I actually didn't need to go this way. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna... really quickly, just gonna go like that. Oh, I did need to go this way. Okay, we're fine. We'll just take
Welcome
the aquabus.
to the Navia line. This journey will be returning to the court of Fontaine.
Yeah, I think she'd be
Elfan,
fun.
your tour guide for this trip.
Is the
But I
thing.
hope you won't mind if my commentary fails to do justice to the majestic views before your eyes.
I love her.
Anyway, the destination
She reminds
of
me
this
of a
tour
read I
is the
did in
capital
voice
city
class
of this
yesterday.
nation, the court of Fontaine.
Which-
Even the critic who once compared
My voice
the city
teacher
to a
yesterday
cage
did
of
not
stone and
like my
steel
voiceover
could not
read
deny
at all.
its aesthetic appeal.
In fact, he told me that that read would not get me booked. Which was great criticism to receive.
To the right of the aquabus, suspended in
Siege will
midair,
have some
is
synergy
Fontaine's
with
renowned
Bond of Life
research
users like
institute.
Florent.
I hear the employees there
Ooh,
do
so-
crazy overtime, regardless of rank or distinction.
You don't know if she'd be good
I'm
with
not sure if that had
Arlecchino?
anything to do with the incident.
It'd be interesting to see, though. To see people try her out and see if she helps or hurts or just exists.
Excellent. We've reached the terminal station. Please prepare to disembark. I don't mean to hurry you, but there are just so many attractions in the court of Fontaine worth visiting. I recommend that you begin sightseeing as soon as possible, so you encounter as many of these treasures as you can.
She
As
really
for
just said,
me, I
"Get
might
off my
use
boat."
This opportunity for a rest. Maybe I'll go to our ways for a cup of coffee. Even tour guides need a pick-me-up now and then.
True, girly pop. I was like, where'd it go?
Time to go.
Florent Wanters will be happy, you think? I think it'll be interesting to see. Oh. Hello, Marmonia. I can't wait to actually see, like, her play stuff. You know? What's it called? Well, whatever it's called. There's footage of what it'll look like. Where? I didn't see any when I googled it. You're getting the itch to play League? Why, dude? You got a scour for it? Oh, okay. Well, they sound like they're having a really fun lunch.
Gemma?
You again. What is it this time?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
That's a great question.
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well.
Ooh.
And I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid.
And why would that be? Why don't they want
How
you to
do I
look
know
into
I can
Caesar's
trust you?
death?
Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
Because it's fun.
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have
Okay.
a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his
Claren's
personal
sword
effects.
looks fucking
If
insane.
possible, I'd like
her
to
little
take a look at them.
animation.
Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Sonde is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
As you
I
should,
mean,
Queen.
Bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more
Oh,
seriously
her animations
now.
are so clean. Main DPS syndrome? Like she's gonna want to be main DPS?
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
You're right, baby boy. Oh,
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
her skill.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
Okay, her alt is insane.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade.
She wants on-field time,
It
which
is the
means she's less
last link
valuable
I
as an
have to the
investment
land of
unless
my
her
birth.
numbers surpass Hu Tao, Nuvi, Al Haytham. But she's not a bad role. I would agree. She's worth pulling simply for how cool they are. I think that they've kind of learned that you no longer pull on the meta or build. I just pull if the character's cool. That may not be the best way to deal with it, but yeah, exactly, Lou. If I love the character in story, I'm just gonna pull them. Or if I think that they look really, really fun to play, I'm gonna pull them. As you should. Chiori's great. Oh, we are going down, down. Ideally, I'd like to get every character. Because I have an idea for a series that I want to do. But the prospects of getting every character just sounds like a waste of time and a lot of money for things that I'm not gonna play. Poor Klee. What, do you think she's not worth it? Do you think our poor little baby Klee isn't worth it? Where are we going? Well, I'm too far away. Where the fuck are we supposed to be going? Other direction. Okay. Klee wasting away in your account. No, poor Klee.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right
I really
nearby.
like Shinyan with like Diluc
Looks like
and
these boxes are blocking the
Gaming,
entrance.
but
Let's shift them away first.
she doesn't really have a place in battle. She doesn't do like.
There we go.
I mean, I've seen
It should
people
be
do
just down
damage with
here.
her, but like she doesn't really have damage. Oh Lord. This is not where I expected this to go. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to like pad out certain teams. But I don't know. I just think that it'd be nice to just be able to play whatever character you want. I mean, you can, but like not effectively, you know? Ah! Hole in the ground.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further.
Stop, his workshop's so cute though.
What was that? Oh,
that's so cute.
Is this one of Caesar's gadgets?
I want them.
Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
Attack the puppet when they... Stop. They're so cute. Genshin, sell them, give them to me. I don't actually care about anything else. I just need all the cute little pets and animals that I can decorate with.
Step right up.
Shine down.
Let me read you a verse.
Well, okay. They delivered it to my toes.
The doll in the box is glowing.
Oh, where are they going?
There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, I was like, where? I want a bucket of fried chicken that never runs out. I'd like a new bag. No, there's no such thing as fried chicken that never runs out. Just as there is no such thing as chilled. Oh. Also, eating too much fried chicken is bad for you. Make sure to pair it with something healthy like a salad, all right? I'm sorry, why do we think that this guy was a bad guy? I'd like a little dove. I want a robot with cool powers. You need your parents' permission to own a pet, and you also need to take good care of it. I've brought a fluffy toy dove for you this time. If you're ready to own a pet, I'll make a real dove appear for you next time. Okay, and we think that this guy is a bad guy. Why? He's literally telling children, you can't have unlimited fried chicken, but you can have some fried chicken, and you just have to have a salad with it. Or like, you can't have a dove because it's a pet, and your parents wouldn't like that if you're not ready to have one. But here's a toy. And we're supposed to be like, oh, this guy's the bad guy.
These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Got it. We're supposed to find the box that lit up at the start, right? There should be another wish list inside. Let's keep trying.
Okay, middle guy. Wish list. I wish my parents would get back together. I wish for good grades in my next exam. I wish my little sister to have a normal life free of danger. I want you to know you can always share your troubles with me, children, but some wishes need more than magic to make them come true. They need the power of your hard work. I wish you the best of luck and hope that all of your wishes will come true. He's a good guy. Okay, that guy. Fuck! Come here. Pop your little head out. When do we get to go to your wedding, Uncle Caesar? I want to watch your shows even when I'm grown up, Uncle Caesar. Do you have to go on tour? Can't you stay here with us, Uncle Caesar? Oh my, this round of wishes has rather exceeded my expectations. The wedding will be held very soon. Don't you worry, you're all invited. The tour has already been scheduled, but I will definitely be back. And you'll always be welcome at my shows if you like magic. Honestly? This is a fancy place. It's gotta be a couple thousand. Couple thousand more, but it isn't a seedy neighborhood, so maybe it's cheaper? Maybe he's squatting, maybe it was free.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already?
No.
There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
Lindy, what are you looking at?
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here.
But I'd love to live here if he's accepting tenants.
I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption.
Yeah, you know, there's got to be a Chipotle around the corner somewhere. They've already put it in.
If so, then
they're already
must be
planning
more to
for
this
like a
place than
hipster
meets the
a
eye.
hipster coffee shop.
Maybe a hidden room somewhere.
They've got a brewery going in.
If I just move this book, then hopefully...
You got to get it on the ground floor.
Presto.
A secret passageway! How did you know?
Because he's a magician, Paimon.
I'm a magician too, and apparently great minds really do think alike.
I need Natlin immediately. Immediately.
Looks pretty big inside. Let's head in and take a look around.
When did they do the Red Wings? Was it for something? Was it for an event?
Let's get this show on the road.
Boop, 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 boop. Our little cat friend.
Now disappear.
Going about his day. Was a Twitch event a while ago?
No, my Lord. And voila!
I need them to do more of those. The Prime one in a Twitch viewing event. Right, Lou? I'm finding out more and more that I've missed out on, and I'm like, okay, I guess I should have gotten back into Genshin earlier. I guess I fucked up.
Illusion shattered.
Well, that was no use
Let's
there,
line
buddy.
it up. Rain outlines your fate.
I thought I only got one of them, not two, but okay.
Why have you stopped, Lenny? Is there some device in that box?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous here.
All right, see you in a bit.
Okay, Lenny, don't get sucked into a box while we're gone. Stay sharp, buddy. We're just gonna go upstairs. Oh, Lord. Okay, activate all of them without stepping on the same one twice. And they move. Of course they do. Oh shit, that's not gonna work. Okay. I have not explored the new area yet. It's my next step. Shit, I have to restart it. I'm very excited about it. I hear it's all underwater though. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay. Oh, but we are in Fontaine, right? That's fine. Oh, that doesn't work. I like that we don't have a big hole in the middle of Sumeru, Liyue, and Fontaine. I haven't even looked at the map yet. That's nice. That's nice that that's all filled in. I think. It's all filled in, right? Please tell me it's all filled in. It sure is. Oh, thank God. I was like, they didn't leave just like a little section, right? Being like, we'll get them with this. Because that'd be asshole behavior. Fuck. Oh. Oh, Oh, this isn't gonna work. Oh, shit. Close, though. Alright. Let me think. This is not what we should be doing, but this is what we're doing. 12 days till Robin. Oh, shit. Hum. So if we do ba 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 ba. Stay, but nope. Well, oh, maybe we can do it like this. So if we do like this, like this, like this, up, yes. Oh, okay. I knew that there had to be like a way to get it. Hey, yeah, and why would Lou be lost? They're here somewhere.
Wow! There's a hidden room here! Let's see.
Caesar's diary.
Oh, this bookcase is full of Caesar's own notes. He wrote a lot about the principles of magic. Whew. Much too advanced for Paimon.
Okay.
This book's thick as a brick! Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
Sure, Paimon. About the wish lists.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat.
Stop, they're cute.
So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore.
Well, thanks for subscribing to me on YouTube, Lou. I just got that notification. That was weird.
I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
Oh! About the children studying magic.
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely.
So the little logo, because it didn't go full screen, I was like, let me do that. Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to be posting kind of a different video. Not tomorrow, but probably... No, what is tomorrow? No, tomorrow. So I have decided to go through and read all of the books from Genshin. And I'm going to upload them to YouTube. So that I don't have to bore y'all with reading the books like The Drunkard's Tale or whatever it is. But I want to read them.
Anyway, They said that they wanted me
So
to
if you
teach
want to
them
hear
how to
them,
do magic.
that's on YouTube.
It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these two. I told them that learning magic is very
Linny
hard
and
work.
Lynette, maybe?
That didn't faze them at all.
Are they little Linny
It's
and
like
Lynette?
they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down.
Did he teach baby Linny and Lynette magic?
It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those two children. I'll have to talk him around.
Lorenzo is jealous of children? That's weird, my dude.
I have a good
That's
feeling about
weird.
those kids. They're naturally talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age.
You don't want to know,
I
my
fear
dude.
they've had
Their
to grow
story's
up
real
too
fucking
fast.
sad.
I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
Aw. It'll come. We've got a lot of time left. About the farewell.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the two kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be parting ways soon.
It was about Linny and Lynette.
It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have.
Well, it's kind of gotten them this far.
They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard, possibly even dangerous too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world.
Oh.
It's full of lies and falsehoods. And that is why we must find our own truth.
And that probably only made it worse for them,
Yes.
my friend.
I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said.
No, I'm pretty sure Linny, got it tattooed on his fucking forehead.
Oh, Caesar.
They gave you
Caesar.
1,600
Just mind
in the
your own
mail on
business next
Honkai?
time.
Two magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Linny and Lynette, don't you think? So did they meet Caesar when they were kids?
One temple. No, just for everyone? Nice. Hey, Linny, we know your little secret now, buddy. We read his diary. Your master's diary, we should say, sir.
Linny,
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in
Oh,
good time.
anniversary? That makes
Before
sense.
we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking.
Theoretically speaking, what do you mean?
The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall. Not without a vision, at least. And no one else has ever attempted this trick since.
Serval and Topaz's light cone?
My understanding of how it works is just based on what he could
Congrats.
gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that dangerous, it's probably for the best that no one else tries to do it.
Why do I get the feeling that Linny's gonna try it? But one with her on it, right? Does Topaz not have a light cone?
Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that only the magician himself would know about.
Weird.
Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air,
I wonder why they did
the
that.
audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trap door onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
Oh, did not understand
That's
that.
way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course.
I didn't realize that light cones
The
are supposed to
hardest
be
part
memories.
of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of
So
showmanship.
now what I'm hearing is that if I want to get lore, I have to read the light cones.
There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone
Most
into
of them
this,
aren't lore-filled.
all culminating in a performance just
Damn.
a few minutes long.
I'm just
but one that
craving the
still
lore of the
manages to
world because
transform
we're
the
not
shock and
getting
grief
it.
of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter
But,
of a
like, I
mesmerizing
just
magic
need
trick.
it. Starting to lose my mind
Caesar
a
was
little bit
a
on
highly
it.
accomplished magician. But unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
So, how did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
Did Lorenzo fuck it up so that he would fall to his death and then he could take his
I
spot?
can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here. Which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed.
I'm not. Why would Caesar pretend to be right-handed?
Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion.
We are getting the lore of Star Rail? Am I just missing it? Am I not paying close enough attention?
The
Do I
essence
need
of
to talk to
magic
more
is getting people
mailboxes?
to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices.
You had to watch videos?
But in his most stressful
I'll have
and
to read
nerve-wracking
them.
moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand.
Yeah,
That's why
I
he
am
set his
thinking
gadgets
that
with
there
the
isn't like an
mechanism on his
overarching lore.
left.
There's like individual world lore. They're more like self-contained, is what you're saying?
Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape.
But I feel like we're not
He'd
not
have
getting
had
a lot
mere
about
seconds to
Trailblazer.
open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy,
Like so far,
then
the only thing
open
we know
the
about
secret door and make a
Trailblazer
swift
is that
escape.
she or they have a Stellaron inside and know Kafka and the other Stellaron hunters from something. But other than that, we're kind of blank on it.
But I'm sure he was confident.
Have I just
He
not
would have rehearsed
reached
countless
serious
times to the
lore
point
stuff?
where it was second nature.
It's about
He'd
the
barely need
Trailblaze
to
as
think
a
about
whole,
what he
not
was
just the
doing because
Trailblazer.
muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on.
Trailblaze is an Eon? Huh.
Instinctively,
I processed
his left
that.
hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death
Machiavelli,
was due
the
to his own
Trailblaze?
error.
Huh. I've heard the name, but I didn't process
someone
it.
switched the boxes, and they did it to murder him. But how would they be able to make the switch without being noticed? That would be difficult to pull off, no?
Except for if you're close to them.
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was always by his side.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, Lorenzo?
Oh, goddamn.
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you?
No, we couldn't, you little murderer.
There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with.
Boy,
But
you
I
think you're
gave
gonna
you your
silence
chance.
us? You're
I
so
hoped
cute.
you'd do what's good for you and back off like the lady, but you disappoint me.
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening her.
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it.
I mean, Linny knew him.
Which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out and make it quick.
You're so cute.
Do your worst.
You think you're gonna take us out. You didn't even ask us properly on a date.
Step right up!
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Normally, for a first date, I like to go to the movies or something. Not a weird, dingy magician's warehouse.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
And I certainly don't love it when the people asking me out
No, my
threaten
sword.
me.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Oh, I wanted to kill Lorenzo. Wasn't allowed though.
A round of applause!
Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm gonna go over here. Ow, fucker. That was fucking rude of him. Yes, Lenny, get him. To be fair, I've seen playing cards cut a bitch.
Oh, you kids are tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking. And what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
Because he's a jealous little
If I had a
bitch.
Mora for every time you've said that man's name. Of course you idolize Caesar, everyone else did. But I was the real genius magician. Me! He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to me!
Bitch, you wouldn't even know magic if it
So
wasn't for
is
him.
jealousy.
Didn't he take you under his wing?
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it.
He liked Gemma, didn't
Poured
he, as well?
everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him. Never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it?
Someone who loves
But
it?
the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to him. No one gave me a second look. All I ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?" Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had.
So why didn't you just leave,
He
dumbass?
forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that.
So he was a good guy.
And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me, and it would destroy me.
He should have.
I had to kill him. There was no other way. He had to go.
You're a jealous, whiny little baby back bitch.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
I mean, you committed murder, man.
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
In love with Gemma? Don't be ridiculous.
Oop, that stutter gave you
Guess
away,
I was wrong
pal.
about that then. Next question. Are you the Phantom Weasel?
I am.
Ooh.
Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way. That the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the world.
Yeah,
I never
heaven
bought
forbid
into
people
any
be
of that.
happy.
I was more interested in the practical value of magic. Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
But I heard that the Phantom Weasel stole from the rich and poor alike.
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how much it was worth.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here, and my last-ditch effort to stop it getting out has failed. What else can I do?
You can go to jail, tell everybody what you've done, and be sentenced by the beautiful, wonderful Nouvellette.
So be it.
Congratulations.
I've enjoyed
That's
power
all
and
you've
wealth
got.
for the last 10 years, the likes of which Caesar could never give me. I wouldn't choose for things to end this way, but I regret nothing.
Very well. In that case, I'll contact the guards. Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just outside the workshop when I'm back.
Okay, you're gonna leave us with him? You sure? Oh, we don't have to wait. We can just leave. What's up, bitch?
At least I can finally stop looking over my shoulder now.
Well, you're gonna be looking over your shoulder in a different way. Cause you going to jail, motherfucker. You're going to jail. And I hear that Risley doesn't take nicely to cheaters. So, good luck, bitch. The workshop was really cute, though. I did like the workshop. Finally got Gian Fen on your Asia account. Nice. No more ace.
Lenny
Asta
has told
basic.
me the whole story.
Uh-oh.
Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it, because there'll be hell to pay.
Oh, goddamn. She must have really liked
Looks
magic.
like it's all over. What should we do next, Lenny? Should we start preparing for your show?
Let me think. Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have to fear for her safety.
Oh my god, that's right. 10 years and she's safe
We
now.
should go tell Gemma the good news right away.
Good for
Give her
Gemma.
some peace of mind for sure.
She's gonna love that. So is this the end of the Linny story quest then? And then we get to go and explore the new area? You would say yes, but you haven't played it. Yep. Fair
you're
enough.
back. You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
Your third?
Really, I love
Lynette,
you.
Come on, we've talked about this.
Lynette
Everything
really
in
hit him with
moderation.
the
You're not going
the
to have
re
any room left for
desserts.
dinner now.
It's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the
She
point.
talks like a robot, and I love her so much.
Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Point taken.
Did everything go okay?
Of course! Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards are taking him into custody as we speak.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry. I still didn't know if I could trust you, but now it seems I can. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but I...
Gemma.
It's okay. We understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust strangers in your position, too. But you don't need to be scared anymore. Everything's gonna be okay.
Sorry. Sorry. My emotions are all over the place right now. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious. But I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk looking into it. I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me, and then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. so I never had the courage to speak out.
Oh,
Thank you all.
Gemma.
Truly. Thank you so much.
I just want to give her a hug. Elena suggesting everyone goes to the cemetery to announce Lorenzo's arrest and hold a memorial for Caesar. I think Gemma just needs a
for clearing
big
Caesar's
hug.
name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo was the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, it looked like they got along great. And to think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while Caesar's name was getting dragged through the mud. It's a travesty.
You guys should go and pay him a visit.
At
Show
least
him how
his
you
soul
feel.
can finally rest in peace now, thanks to your efforts.
If only I'd realized before it was too late.
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
Yeah, you still have the rest of your life to live. Caesar wouldn't want to see you spending it feeling guilty.
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show
do
will
we have
be
to
a
see
special
the
one.
show?
We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
In Caesar's honor? Really? Oh, thank you. I'll be there.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
Don't worry.
I don't
we'll be
think we
there.
said we were
No
going to be
way
there,
are we
but
gonna
okay.
miss out on a free magic show. Wait. Paimon feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary! We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Linny and Lynette or not.
Do you know anybody else with
Lenny changed
father
the comic back in the workshop,
who
so
don't
we didn't
trust
get a chance to
anybody
bring it up.
else?
Oh well. Guess we'll just have to ask Linny tomorrow evening.
I didn't think we needed to even ask. I thought that was a given. Running into their toes.
Let's light it up! Rain outlines your fate. Inazuma shines eternal.
I just want the treasure chest. Just give up. Go quietly.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Shine down.
That team, underleveled as they are.
Now that's what I call treasure.
Nice. Little Mora capsule. Okay. Let's go to the Opera Epiclese, which is right... Is it here? No, it's the harbor. Over here. I was like, I know it's in a weird spot. Like, it feels like it's in a spot it's not supposed to be in. Like, I'd expect it to be more in the city. Let's go here. Speed up time. I'll then hit it with what time do we need to speed up to? 18. Wow, 6 a.m. Goddamn. Let's try 18. I both love and hate that they show like the changes of the time of day, because it like moves really quick, but I'm also just like I want it to be like done. Okay. Opera Epiclese.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on.
Sorry, bud, we're also not joining you on an adventure because Kazuha is here. And obviously, where there's Kazuha, there is me.
I prefer magic, personally.
Well, good thing we're at a magic show there, Melaleucine.
Time to go.
Enter the opera house. To the baby. To the lovely little magic inclined twins. That apparently we need to ask. Hey, did Caesar teach you magic? Even though we can't think of another couple of twins that do magic, that have a father and don't trust anybody and have really sharp eyes. Oh, Lynette, what are you doing down here, babe? Aren't you his assistant?
Paimon's excited to see another of Linny's magic shows! Wait. Lynette, shouldn't you be on stage by now?
My question
Not
exactly.
this time. My brother's going solo today. So, I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope
Why is he going
everybody's
solo?
ready
That's
because
giving
the
me
show
some
is
stress.
about
What's
to
he
begin.
planning? What is the little shit planning?
The great magician Linny has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that no audience has ever seen before.
He's dropping out of a box.
Thank you all
Of course
so
he
much
is.
for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey through the mystical and miraculous.
Linny wows the audience with his skill.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too. So, how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street once, and I saw him performing for
Hello.
little children.
Hi.
Children love magic, because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. Caesar had this amazing way of bringing them into a dreamlike world. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too. So I went up and asked him to do a trick for me.
Really? Going up?
Aw, that sounds so romantic. What trick did he do?
Hang on, let me move. There you go. Hi, BB.
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand, snapped his fingers, and it magically appeared on my head.
Oh, cute.
I was so happy that day. No one had ever given me a flower before that.
And then you got the most magnificent flower receival.
Actually,
Girl, your standards
now
were
that
like
you
up
mention
here.
it, Linny's done that one before.
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic at heart, just like Caesar.
But he gave the
So
flower to
let's
us.
treasure the time we have with him.
Does Linny have a crush on Traveler?
After all, you never know
Linny?
when the people dearest to you might be gone.
Girl, we can't say don't be sad the killer has been caught. She does not care. She's still sad.
That's right. It's all over now.
That is not the thing that you want
Paimon
to say to
doesn't
somebody
really
who
know
is
how to comfort
grieving,
you, but
mourning.
At the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on. You can breathe easy at last, right?
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now, Phantom Weasel.
What? What?
See? Even Lynette says... Wait, what?
What? What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
As Linny once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience. But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their sleeve. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I I think it's time to put an end to it.
What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't like this riddle.
Me either.
Paimon doesn't like where this is going. Come on, say something.
Girl, I don't know what to say. This blindsided me too.
Ladies and
This is the first time I've actually
I
felt
hope you're all enjoying the
blindsided.
performance so far. There will now be a brief intermission, after which Linny will perform the most electrifying act of tonight's show, the one we've all been waiting for. The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House.
Nah,
so
Lynette
please
called
make
her
your
ass
way
out.
outside in a calm and orderly fashion.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't like her anymore.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places, did they? Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's talk somewhere else for now.
So, wait. If she's Phantom Weasel, did she kill her fiancé? Did she commit a murder of her fiancé and pin it on Lorenzo? Was Lorenzo in it with her? Yes, Ruth. I will scratch you in just a second. I am just flabbergasted. Yeah, drop the sad look, girly.
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan. Now, who wants to hear a story?
Me? Me, because I'm very confused, Lenny.
Lenny? Don't we have more important things to address right now?
Girl, he's gonna tell us the story of this. I need to know.
Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Me too!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine.
Lenny,
she
keep your
never
story
missed
going.
a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
But then how does Lorenzo play into this?
Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all.
Ooh,
At her
so she
encouragement,
played them against
Lorenzo
each
tampered
other.
with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
Did they know? Like, did Lorenzo know that he was being played?
I've got to hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Linny? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
Linny, I
How
double down. You should be a
disappointing.
detective.
So you'd
What did you
sooner
do?
trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very
There's nothing in
convincing
my auto mod
performance.
queue.
The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the
Ruth, you've got a
lovely
little
young lady
rough
always
tongue,
seen
monster.
weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
Wait. So
Oh.
you mean the whole
Why are we
intimidation
telling
thing was
Lynette to
just a
shut the
hoax?
fuck up? We like
Gemma
we
and
like Miss
Lorenzo were
Lynette.
both in on it? But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end instead of admitting to being the weasel himself?
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
No, we love Lynette. Lynette's a good girl.
Linny, if you're so confident in your version of events, then I think the answer should be obvious. Having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by
What,
overwhelming
baby?
guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a
Gemma,
matter of fact,
goddamn,
there's
girl.
one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real Weasel have targeted
Ruth.
things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
Yeah, I mean, Lynette hasn't said much during this.
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real Weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten.
Girly Pop, you're
She'd
talking to
scrounge
two
waste paper
Fatui
from
members.
garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content.
Oh, what, Ghosty?
Until the world decided that even this was too good for her. Once
You don't
again,
want her to
she
breathe.
was betrayed.
Why not?
And this time, everything was
what did
taken from her.
Lynette do to you?
She felt like life was a miry
you talking
pit
about
that dragged
Gemma,
her
maybe?
further down the more she struggled to escape. At that tender age, she should have been happy. Instead, she stood in the shadows.
Not
and
Gemma?
watched
Bro,
with
I don't want
envy as
Gemma
all
to breathe
good
or
things
speak.
in the world passed her by. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain
Ow,
became
Ruth.
breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which
Ow,
festered and
Ruth.
grew into a twisted solution to her troubles. I detest the happiness of
Ow,
others.
Ruth.
In all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything
Ruth
they
is
hold to be
clawing
good
the
and
shit
true.
out of my leg because I
And
stopped
it will
petting
fill
her.
the void in my soul.
That's some pretty heavy stuff.
Hey, girl.
Now it all makes sense.
Do you want to go, I don't know,
Does
talk to
this
father or
story
something? Maybe y'all
satisfy
can,
you,
like,
Linny?
figure out how to
Yes,
go
it
to
is quite
therapy?
my tastes.
Because you
Thank
both
for
need
helping
it.
to clear up my confusion.
So it was with the warning letter.
That's right.
I haven't.
What drove
I
you
have
to
not
write
seen
that letter,
Bridgerton.
Gemma?
I need to.
Trying to achieve there.
But I've been wanting to read the
without that,
books
none of this
first,
would have ever come to
but I haven't
light.
gotten around to reading the books. You know what I mean?
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the
How
Phantom
was
Weasel
it?
would be
I
consigned to the
hear
history
it's
books
so
by
good, and
now.
I hear that Queen Charlotte is even better.
But it seems like someone still wasn't ready to let her finally be at peace. Linny. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House.
Pretty solid,
But
not big on
why?
romance, yeah. Yeah, Linny, why?
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still
By the
as
end of
shrewd
Queen
as
Charlotte,
ever.
yeah.
Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name.
Because you guys are the babies that he was teaching.
The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the weasel to show themselves.
I didn't love one part of the story, but otherwise it was solid.
That's it? You had no other agenda?
Good to know.
Of course we did. We
I hear
made it
people,
quite
like,
clear in the
either
letter, I
love
believe.
it or hate
I
it.
shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Oop.
You mean Caesar's death? You met him?
He was their mentor.
Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. I didn't recognize you.
Well, it's shocking
He
what
taught
10
you
years will
magic
do.
back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all this trouble. Why? Because you feel like you still owe him something?
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore.
Oh.
But we did not forget, and so we came to find you.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing, as you can see. Lorenzo has admitted to everything. I'm free.
Top is ugly and Jungle is annoying.
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth. I think that applies to you too.
Ooh.
Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic
He
value.
said, "Are you free?"
Fervent hopes and dreams.
It's torturing you
and
mentally.
Irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't love
I'm
that.
saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole? Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from
Is
all
it one
that?
of the main cast?
He knew
if you don't
who
mind me
you were
asking
and the things
about
you've
the
done, and
assault
despite that,
storyline?
he was willing to give
Because I hate
everything
that.
up for your
Handle
sake.
it much better than the books.
He's
Horrifying.
the reason that
Maybe
you
I won't
haven't
read the
felt
books.
compulsion to steal in all these years. You're more than just
Because we
accomplices
don't
in
want
murder.
to encourage
You're the only
that.
real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life. But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you, you'll never see it again.
Lenny! God damn.
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Lenny to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the
Oh my
grand
God.
finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
A high-altitude escape?
The trick Caesar died attempting.
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the
Lenny
very
went
trick
hard
that
with
led to
that
his
one.
fatal fall, after which he
Lenny
was
really
dubbed the
just said,
Phantom Weasel.
"You're free.
So we have now learned
You're
that
trapped
Caesar
in
was
your
wrongly
own
accused,
fucking
and that the
sphere
real
now.
Weasel
You'll
has
never be
now
able to tell the
confessed to their
truth."
crimes.
Guess that's my cue to leave.
Girl.
Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous.
Lenny,
Traveler,
chill, dude.
Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I'm sure she
There
would
may
just
be a
rather
lot of
have been
people watching
arrested.
tonight,
I know I
but
would have
you
been.
alone are my true witnesses.
Lenny, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Or are you still the same as ever?
An open book
you
to
don't have
you?
to tell lies to end up isolated and alone. One day, you'll end up exactly where I am today. Maybe then you'll finally understand.
Nah, because
You're
he's got the
wrong.
whole house of Hearth.
I'm nothing like
Or Hearth.
you.
You tell him, Lenny.
So, what are we, doing
Do you have a
now?
date when her next album's gonna
Like
drop?
Lenny said, when you're ready, let's head outside and watch the show.
But what about Gemma?
She'll
Fuck her.
figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lenny after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
Not for a while. Ugh, I hate when they do that, when they like release music and then just go away.
Lenny's finale then. This trick's a pretty dangerous one, but he should be able to pull it off, right?
I mean, I hope so. God damn. Gemma, how you feeling? Her album's only like 6 months old. Okay, but I think that they should release new albums every like 6 months. Because like, I can't.
Magicians are not like thieves. Thieves only tear things apart. But good-hearted magicians, they put things back together.
Good-hearted magicians put things back together. Ugh, so what you guys are saying is I'm gonna have to listen to Chapel Rowan now because y'all are making me curious about her music.
Is my truth.
Oh, girl.
Sometimes I think I'm like a gambling addict. All I care about is winning. And it doesn't matter what's at stake. By the time I come to my senses, I'm left with nothing. Oh, if I had my time again.
I mean, to be fair, as they should be. They've been underrepresented for how long? They may as well be getting top spots now. Oh, be careful, Lenny.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy
I love when
logic.
they do these. They are so pretty.
Magic is hard work. Every single
Little
movement has to be
baby
practiced
Lenny.
thousands of times.
Oh, little squish.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry.
Don't you
You've
ever-
taught us
I
so much,
can't.
but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods.
You're a liar,
I only
Amor.
hope that one day you can find your own truth.
Look at the little babies, though.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me
Your
when
Bennett
they talk
did
about it.
100,000? God damn.
For a
Yes,
magician,
yes I am.
What greater honor
I don't think
could
that you
there
would let
be?
slip that Lenny dies here. Unless you're double bluffing me.
Behold! Lenny is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10
Lenny
years
has
ago,
a father.
Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise
Lenny
moment
has
that...
father. Father is Lenny's father. Oh.
Watch out!
Lenny, you better damn be a dummy.
Surprising. And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar.
Whew. He turned to petals.
I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
Honestly, wouldn't
How
put it
could
past
he
Lenny.
possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished right in front of my eyes.
What a
Where is
heart-stopping
he?
magic show. This was really worth the trip.
You traveled like
Caesar's
5
name
minutes.
has finally
It's
been
fine,
cleared,
girly.
and Fontaine's new star magician Linny has fulfilled a wish on his behalf. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better grand finale. It will make a great headline for the Steambird tomorrow, even if I do say so myself.
Whew. Looks like everyone really loved Linny's grand finale.
Even though they don't know the full story.
Lynette doesn't see Linny anywhere. Where'd he go?
Well, Lynette said the old
Said he'd
haunt.
be waiting for us at the usual haunt. But, where is that?
I wouldn't have thought the cemetery. I would have thought the House of the Hearth, but sure.
Oh, you mean the one where Caesar's buried? Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Linny's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. So it makes sense that that's where he'd be afterward. Alright, let's go look for him there.
Arlecchino's room? Girl, I hope not. Father can't be weird with her son. I won't allow it. All you would see is spiders in her bed. Ugh. I would hate that. Little spiderweb monster. Our flying boy, our flying Kazuha.
Linny! There you are. Are you alright? Paimon was scared to death when the chain broke. Paimon was sure something had gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. So I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I
Girl,
was
only
honestly
us,
a little
only we
nervous
knew
during
the
live
original setup. You
performance.
could have just kept it.
The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on?
Oh no,
Or
poor Fremy.
Did
Let's
he
save
believe that
him
it was
from
his
there.
own slip-up right until the end?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you?
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him.
An agenda?
I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try to figure out how they were done. But I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves, but without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
God damn.
Yes, we figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to teach us.
You know, not to brag,
In all,
but
we
my
only spent
characters
10
are doing
short days
numbers
together,
too.
but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him.
It may be
For
like
instance, when he asked
1,000.
why I wanted to learn magic,
But they're doing
I answered,
numbers. Some
"It's my
numbers.
but in truth,
You
there
know,
was already a
5,
lot more to the
75.
story by then.
Same difference, right?
After being taken in by
It's
an
close
aristocrat
enough.
for our magic
It's-
talent
it's the
and
same.
betrayed soon after, this was no longer about me doing what I loved. What amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth.
Then.
Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Lenny.
Sweetest Lenny. It wasn't your fault.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you?
No, I just don't want to
But
cry.
Don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the house of the hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go.
Oh,
After
so he
Caesar
recognizes
went
House
on
of the
tour,
Hearth
we
as
became
lies
busy
and
with our missions.
selfishness.
The next we heard of him
Interesting.
was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, I didn't know what to say to him.
Me either, but
To
I
keep
feel bad for
secrets is to
him.
put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay.
Oh!
You only realize how much
Okay,
someone really
bud.
meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
We're in your auditorium and we're not going anywhere, buddy.
Cheer up, Lenny. We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey, too. But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings. Delicious food, fun toys, and the traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window. You know, Traveler, doesn't that kind of make you Paimon's truth?
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other
Should
has
buy
in
the
the world,
HSR
and nothing can
nameless.
replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows
your
too,
list
but
is
we remember every
marked
precious ray of
invalid,
light that shines through.
not real, because
All right.
Ridesley is not number
Time to
one.
lighten this conversation
which
up a little.
obviously,
What did you think of the
Ridesley
show
is
tonight?
number
Were
one.
you happy with it?
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the show. Lenny, could you do just one more trick for us?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Well, no, she doesn't have to switch. Everybody has to move
Surely
down
you can
one,
think of something.
and then
Lenny
Ridesley goes up
Paimon
top.
knows can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
Oh,
Then
all
it's
right,
fair.
Then.
Then it's marked
I'll
valid.
give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand. We ain't going along with this.
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn I brought one here with me.
Oh, little performer boy.
Okay, try this. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around.
Oh,
Maybe
he gave
the
us another
flowers
flower.
appeared somewhere else.
I feel like you're flirting, Lenny. And I feel like you're a little too young for me.
Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one's called, oh yeah, a rainbow
Imagine he
rose.
pulled out the middle finger.
But more importantly,
Could you imagine if he was just like...
please, Lenny, pretty please!
That'd be
Well,
really
if
funny.
you want to learn
Actually, I
magic,
think I would
you'll have
have
to start by
busted, like,
addressing
bust
me
my,
as
my lung.
teacher.
Fine. Please, teacher, please!
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets. You have to observe, think, and find the answers for yourself.
Is that it?
Ah, look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night.
And
I look
there we
forward to
go with
seeing you
his
again.
honesty section. He is done.
Fine. See ya.
He says, I
Shall we
have
head back
revealed
now,
enough of
too?
myself tonight. Goodbye.
Paimon can't wait to read the Steambird tomorrow. Paimon bets Lenny and Caesar will be plastered all over it. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what we can find out.
I'm sorry. We got a set of flowers called a delightful encounter. I don't even like Linny. Like, I don't ever play Linny or anything, but god damn if that story quest wasn't kind of cute. Minus all the death, destruction, and thievery, and not telling the truth. You know. Cute, nonetheless. Why do they do that? They're like, here's this battle pass, but we're gonna make it kind of shit. Let's pull for father. Girl, we already have been. You missed it. You left. We pulled for father. No more for you. Father, where we didn't get her. I'm sad about it. I didn't think we would because it's obviously very new. But we pulled. And I didn't get any. No love for father. And I still don't even have enough. I just need 15 more. $8 a.m. One farm. I know, right? I just want my father's love. Is that so bad? Extra, extra. Fontaine Research Institute, Connecticut. I don't care about that. The accent was called info. Okay. That does not matter to me. Go to the Steambird's offices.
Time to go.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh, please, Linny. I'll only take a moment of your time. If you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning.
It didn't?
But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
Oh, she
That
said
was
loneliness
quick.
is not for me anymore, actually.
Hmm?
Too late, bro.
That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please, fill me in.
Whoops.
Aha! My instincts did not lead me astray. You do have something to hide. Gemma turning herself in must have something to do with Linny's performance last night.
Not Linny's
Maybe watching
performance,
my
but Linny's
high-altitude
harsh
escape
words in
trick
between
reminded
the
her of a better
performance.
time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
Huh.
Or you
Okay,
told her
then.
you're going to be lonely
Wait,
and
no,
never
no,
find
there
your
must be
truth
more to it.
again.
If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
Well...
Because Linny decided to be mean and we stan it for him.
Oh, I remember now. You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question. Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the
All of
cemetery
us?
and
Girl.
Linny did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Linny started using rainbow roses in his tricks.
What?
Oh.
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
Paimon,
No,
you are
I
causing
just,
drama in the family, girly pop.
What now? Oh, did Paimon say something wrong again? This is getting pretty awkward. What do we do, Traveler?
What we do is I
Seems
think
like
I
this
start
interview wasn't
carrying
meant to be.
duct tape, and when you're gonna say
Never
something
mind.
stupid, I just
There's
kind of
always
like
next time.
slap it over
Forgive
your
my
mouth real
persistence, but
quick.
When there's explosive
I think
news
that's what
waiting
we
to be
need to do
found,
from now
I
on.
can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves, and I'll stop at nothing to get to the bottom of it all. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. Ah, there's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. Can't blame me for being curious. Alright, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace.
As she should. We should
Bye
wrap
for now.
Paimon up like a spider, like a little food for a spider. Just like wrap her up in a little web.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to.
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both. At least it did the job, right?
Lenny was like, "Oh, I thought I was dying.
Please take good care
I
of
thought
that
she was gonna
rainbow
kill
rose.
me."
I'd be really upset if you lost it.
I will take great care of it just for you, Lynette. Okay. Now that that is done, shop. Paimon bargains. Yes. Never seen Lynette angry. I don't think she has it in her to be angry. She just quickly hits like the reset button on her brain and she's like, okay, I'm fine now. Fucking debate club. We just want father. Okay. Nope, not this. Let's go to the new area. Debate club is a good sign. Well, then I got a lot of good signs. Ooh, my shoulder. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, it's kind of a small island. I expected it to be bigger. Let's go open this. New area is easy to 100%. Did it offer them? Warning. Warning what? Warning what? What are you warning? To get to the new area, you gotta start a world quest. So, you mean I gotta talk to this bitch right? Yep. I was gonna say I have to talk to this bitch right here, but it did not give me an option. No, boss. It's just these boxes are way too heavy. If we lug them all up... Wait, what? This is treasure here. Treasure! You're gonna have to leave profit on the ground like that? But if we load everything on board plus ourselves, I don't think the boat can hold all that weight. That's an easy one. If we just leave a couple of you here on this island, we can bring the treasure back now, can't we? Oh, a cunning plan, boss. Wait, I'm one of the ones you're taking with you, right? I don't want to get captured by those golems. You've seen what happens to anyone they catch. Then stop yapping and start moving. If the Dark Lord's lackeys catch up, we're all done for. Dark Lord Voldemort? Is he around? Dark Lord's lackeys? Are they putting on some kind of show? Wait, boss. There's people over there. Why don't we go ask them? Oi, you. Yeah, you, that big one and the tiny thing. What are you skulking over there for? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Hey, we're not doing anything wrong over here, so what are you acting like all nervous for? We should talk to them first. They just said that they were leaving people behind. From the looks of you... Hello, kitty cat. Oh. Sorry, what was I doing? There was a cat in the screen. From the look of you, you must be foreigners. And here I thought you were the minions of the Dark Lord Remus. Remus got an upgrade. Okay. This is Sid and Paimon's Paimon. And you're right, we're just travelers. Oh, but who is this Dark Lord Remus you mentioned? Has he already finished playing his part? Ruth is on the chair behind me. You don't even know who the Dark Lord is? Alright, I get it. I suppose it is up to me to educate you, oh ignorant outlanders. As you know, this was once a peaceful town. In those days, it was not yet named Petrichor. We Fontinians lived here in peace and safety until the Gollum armies of the Dark Lord Remus came. He was an awful tyrant, one who claimed to be the ruler of all waters. His forces had already obliterated countless towns and cities before arriving at ours. He took our lands, polluted the source of pure water, and even tried to use music to tempt us. They raised high bell towers and fortresses, and the Dark Lord's fell melody enslaved our kin. But we Fontinians free rejected his rule. Thus did I, and the warriors under my command marched to war across the land. Ooh, nice world building, very detailed. And then what happened next? How did you defeat the Dark Lord? I don't think he did, babe. The Dark Lord's golems are each mighty beyond measure. How could we be their match? Still, we had the aid of Est the quick-witted this time. With his aid, we infiltrated the Dark Lord's fell keep, and reclaimed the treasures he and his minions plundered from us Fontinians. Like the boss said, what were we doing again? Oh yeah, disrupting the special military maneuvers by conducting the Dark Lord's legions. Totally a brilliant plan. You're the protagonist of your own play, yet you aren't on the up and up. So where's this Dark Lord? When does he take the stage? Do you think we'd still be lugging treasure if he showed up? Like as not, we'd all have been turned to golems already. Just like Est probably was. Est the pitiful now, more like. Whoa, he totally helped you and you guys just left him behind and ran away? Are you sure you guys aren't the baddies? Baddies don't usually get to be the protagonist. What do you mean protagonist? Take the stage. Oi! From where I'm standing, it looks like you're really his minions just dressed up as foreigners. I can tell from all your blabbering on about performances and plays. You mean you guys aren't putting on a performance? So you won't fess up unless we char you first. Let's get 'em, boys. Okay. Wow. You guys are so scary.
Everybody stand back! Let me weave you a verse.
Come here, bug boys. You wanna go in the water? Big Zappy's in the water for you. Come here.
Wind strike.
Illusion shattered.
Alright, you're gone. And now your turn. Wow. Thank you for letting me bring out Kazuha.
Light it up. There is no escape.
And you're done. They really tried it. They really tried it. The thieves who were beaten so badly they couldn't even spare a thought for the treasures fled on their boat. There they go, huh? I guess they weren't acting after all. But what is this treasure that they kept talking about? Dark Lord this, Dark Lord's keep that. No way any of that's real. Why don't we have a look at this treasure? But we don't know where this stuff came from. Paimon's expressing disinterest in treasure? Say it isn't so. Paimon's just worried that what if, well, just in case there's some kind of evil Dark Lordy trap in it. Ugh, there's no dissuading you. Just please be careful, okay? And as it so happens, there were no traps in the container of evil Dark Lordy variety or other. But there were no valuable treasure within either. Within was naught but a heavy shard of shattered stone. Paimon knew they were just a bunch of frauds. There's no treasure at all. Or this is just a shabby excuse for a statue of some priceless artifact? Let's go to Petrichor and ask around. Maybe it's the kind of landmark or lucky mascot or something. As for these treasures, well... Hey, Sid, you... Uh-oh. Down we go. How unforgettable. The Hortus... Oh god. Euergetus? overflowing with the fruit and flower. How grand and glorious Caserum. How marvelous the Okay. Imperator, Imperator! A dream? You're finally awake, Imperator. This day is one of great import. The day when we shall sound the great symphony, Phobos. There is yet time before the ritual, Imperator, but we should set out. I seem to have had a dream. A dream, Imperator? I did not know that gods could dream. In that case, what did you dream of? The great plains beyond the northern wind, the silver tree beneath the frozen soil? Or did you see that golden future you once showed me? I saw the sea swallowing the earth. The children of white stone and brass sinking. The collapse of all that was once radiant. That prophecy, then, Imperator, is it precisely from happening? Oh, it is precisely to prevent it from happening, to fight against the inevitable fate that we are here today. Dr. Fraction. Just as you said, we have paid much for it. But once we are free of Fortuna's shackles, those sacrifices shall not have been in vain. In this have I faith ever since I accepted this body and became a Remurian. Apologies, Imperator. Forgive my lack of manners. In any case, please come with me. Okay. Interesting. So we're a god all of a sudden? Is this a view of, like, from Celestia, then? Though you bestow undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the depths nevermore, our souls are still bound by the shackles of Fortuna. The burden of fate is not something mortal souls can bear, but Phobos shall weave the path of fate on our behalf. The melody of the symphony shall flow through the waterways to the high sea, and soon Remuria. No, all of humanity will be freed from the unconscionable tyranny of fate and welcome an eternal utopian future. And then, one day, the people will no longer need the guidance of Phobos, and all will be well. Interesting. Remus. Oh, so this is Remus. Remus, you once said that you would create a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to bridge has grown deeper still. The immortal race you created and the peoples of the waters are slaughtering one another. And now, the so-called Eternal City too faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creations. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Through their flesh and blood have been sundered from water and soil, the lost souls guide them upon the path of inevitable death nonetheless. The curse of Fortuna is upon your people and upon you. Do you still remember our promise? Though their flesh and blood have been sundered oh, never mind, that's the same thing. This is our last resort. As long as the symphony is played. Is this the only way you usurper lords of humanity know how to atone after bringing things to ruination? Still your resolve at least does not shame your kingly crown. And a promise was made indeed. Therefore allow me to bear witness to your end. O king cursed by fate, drown thyself in song, wine, and feast, for the day of judgment has not yet come. You scared me to death. You suddenly just completely stopped moving and started staring at the statue, like you were a statue yourself. Paimon thought you had been turned to stone by the Dark Lord's evil curse. I think I had a strange daydream. There isn't really a curse, is there? Are you okay? I'm fine, sorry for making you worry. As long as you're not hurt. Yeah, we should definitely go to Petrichor first. Petrichor dream. Fair. Interesting. Oh there, citizen. If you require shelter, simply head to the bell tower in the city center. The savages have been getting all bold and uppity lately, so be on your guard. And you are? Latarius Vincentius, and I, under the auxilia of Machimo's Legio III? So long as we are here, we shall suffer no despicable invaders to step within the city walls. City walls, where'd they come from? Are we not within the defensive walls as we speak? No, we're not. Oh, wait, I see, you're testing me. Why, just as Dominus Botheus once said, the mighty legions are the true walls of the Empire. Okay. Good luck with that, buddy. Why the fuck does he have red glitter around his head? Why do they all have red glitter around their heads? The auxilia of barbarian stock is spreading overwrought rumors about these Lock Knights again. I suggested Dominus Botheus that we stamp out these ridiculous ravings completely. About the Lock Knights. Fret not about those lies the slaves tell. Their so-called Lock Knights are but facetious, far-fetched fictions. That was a lot of F's in that sentence. They spread rumors and call those barbarians who worship a false god knights, believing that they shall one day free them from their fated duties. I don't like the city, guys. I do not condemn such folly, for folly is the way of the lowly. Yet their delusions are fanned even hotter, and such is the melodies with tranquil no longer. I don't like this city. They must be cursed. Once the disturbances here have subsided, I shall act forcefully to correct such strange skeins of supposition. Delusion and weakness are both bred in turmoil. I don't like... Y'all make me uncomfortable with your talk of slavery and how it's bad that they don't want to be slaves. I don't like it here. This place feels deserted. Yeah. They all do. But I don't like them. I want to go find this thing really quick. Hey, Mose.
Look to your equipment. Don't lose them again.
A ridiculously common, very ordinary branch. Awesome. I love ridiculously common, ordinary red branch. Or branch without red. I was kind of debating on going down there and fighting whatever that is because the rest of this makes me uncomfy. Welcome, travelers, O traversers of dreamscapes. I am the bell ringer at the intersection clock tower, the guide that welcomes travelers to the Eternal City. Oh joy, more world building. Could he be part of the same troupe as those thieves from before? Leaving that aside for now, all the townspeople we ran into on the way were acting really weird. Do you know what that's about? Why, everyone has gone to Mashimo's already. I imagine they'll now dwell under the protection of Sebastos. Sebastos? Wow, in addition to the Dark Lord Remus, we've now got a Sebastos? Sebastos? This is getting more complicated by the minute. I know, with all the Greek names are really throwing me. Dark Lord Remus, it would appear that in your journey you have crossed paths with those uncouth barbarians. That is indeed a blasphemous title with which they besmirch Sebastos Remus, our mighty imperator. Oh, so they're both the same. They are the same person. But it is of no consequence. The Sebastos may not be defined by the narrow notion of the tribal mob. These despicable insects may speak slander as they wish, but the wise, inspired by his noblest ideals, will yet come forth in their droves. I don't like the way they talk. Hitting us with the tribal mob, insects, barbarians. It's all feeling a little... Ugh. Like bordering on colonial mindsets. Don't love the vibe. Don't love the vibe here. Actually, I hate the vibes. The vibes are really wrong, really off. When the bell of eternity tolls, all that has ever come to pass shall be erased, and all will be reborn, regardless of who they are or where they're from. Be grateful and rejoice. Praise be. What should we do? This person seems lucid, but the stuff he's spouting is all kinds of whack. Y'all think we gotta sleep longer here? Maybe he's dreaming. Do you name me a dreamer? Who knows? We could be the ones dreaming. No way, that's impossible. At least we probably aren't dreaming. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh. And you're down. Uh-oh, he's out cold. Travelers from outside, halt. Excellent. You two look completely mentally sound. Finally, a normal person. What's going on in this town? Before that, let's get this gentleman somewhere safe. Can't be leaving him lying there, can we? He'll catch a cold. Though the risk of catching a cold may not be the most important thing right now, you still work together with the normal person to move the incoherently rambling bell ringer to a nearby bench. Hello, kitty cat. Anyway, allow me to reintroduce myself. Call me Este. I'm a member of the town's Daydream Club. I'm the only member present right now, though. Paimon's Paimon, and I'm Sid. We're... tourists. In that case, your timing could hardly be worse. I'm afraid our present state might disappoint you. Wait. You introduced yourself as Este. We've heard that name before. It was you who brought those bandits to the Dark Lord's castle, was it not? Huh? What? So you've also... No, we're wide awake. Trust us. We just don't get why everyone's saying all sorts of crazy things. You tell Este how everyone you met drove the bandits who saw the shattered stones and treasure away outside town. Oh, it's them. Where to begin? The legend of the fated castle has never been a secret. Adventurers like them could come by looking for it every once in a while. And whether it's because of the impression the name Golden Trope conjures up is nothing more than the poetic imagery, or because the castle was built a millennia ago, it's more likely than not nothing of value remains there. But would they ever listen? Of course not. No sooner had I brought them over to the ruins in the mountains than they began destroying statues and stuffing them into boxes like people possessed. I could not stop them alone, so we went back to the town to get help. I never imagined I'd find nothing but dazed stares and mad ramblings all around. It was like everyone had fallen under some hypnotic spell. The Daydream Club has researched hypnosis before, but something like this is far, far beyond our capabilities. My hypothesis is that something abnormal has occurred within the ruins. According to the records... actually, why are we the only ones not affected? Interesting. Most interesting. Perhaps we can find a solution. Why don't you wait here? Leave the adventuring to us. If you come too, you might get turned into a golem. Oh, is that your cat? It's so cute. No? Though the fellow who studied hypnotism would say that they are creatures with keen senses. How odd. That collar, pendant. I could have sworn I've seen that accessory before. It ran off. Anyway, ignoring the cat question for now, we should still go to the ruins first and have a look. Say, Este, how can we get there? The ruins? The mountain behind town. Just so happens to be the exact direction the cat ran off in. Then it's time we set off. I know, Lou told us. Things are pretty murky right now. Take extra care. You two all right? We'll be back. Don't worry. Ah, right there. I was like, where is it? And I have not claimed them yet. I will claim them tomorrow. When we are doing Honkai. Ooh, there's a Gardamek there. Oh, maybe it's not a Gardamek. What are you? Are you... enemy? You sure are enemy.
Wind strike.
You sure are enemy.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Ha! Ha!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Don't hurt my boy.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Know my sword. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh. Who the fuck is he? Not bad, not bad. Your valor would not know shame, even should it stand in the company of the Marche hunters of old. It's a rare shiny cat. We've seen a whole lot of strange things on our journey. Even so, a glowing talking cat. Paimon supposes it still makes the rare list. One such as I shall not dwell on being called a strange thing. O chosen champions, the time has come for true heroes as ye to step forth. Come with me onto the ancient kingdom of the deep seas. We must still the chaotic symphony if we are to save the lost souls. Oh, right, I'm the hero. Let the journey begin. How can you fall for this stuff so easily? Very well then, oh chosen hero, for the sake of Paimon's tummy-tum, stand tall and move with haste, and buy her some Fanta. Speaking of, just who are you? Must I start from the beginning? Very well. Oronades from Oronopolis. My name, a spirit keeper of the ancient realm. Oh, he's got different colored eyes. What a tongue twister. I'm just gonna call you Ase for short. That's close enough, right? What do you think? Meow meow? Meow meow? It appears that I cannot command this body as I wish. To the extent that bestial behaviors may even overbear me from time to time. If from the beginning I could have only have... As the two of you can see, the boundaries between past and present have begun to blur thanks to the influence of the chaotic symphony. It is for this reason I too have awoken. For now, the affected area is yet small. The inhabitants of Petrichor have had their souls taken away. What? They exist in this maddened, dreamlike state because the symphony has temporarily granted them identities and memories to fill the void left behind. It is as if a vessel filled with pure water had had its contents replaced with wondrous wine. An apt description considering that those are memories of the ancient history gifted by the symphony. Let Paimon think. So what you're saying is the townspeople of Petrichor have had their souls stolen. That their bodies have become possessed. Wow, that sounds super scary. Yet you said the area isn't large? That is correct. Of course, eventually the court of Fontaine will be consumed if the chosen hero cannot restore harmony to the chaotic melody. No choice but to take a look. All right, then I'll say lead the way. Thank you so much. The road to the ancient realm lies beneath this spring you see before you. I have caused the seal on the hidden path to manifest. Next, I shall activate the device that maintains the seal. Oh, big stretch! Honestly, this is the best thing they could have given us. There we go. Now help me help me revive the harp strings. I shall thus be able to break the seal and open this way. Okay, but don't take me down there yet. There's a treasure chest over there that I want to get really quick. Now then, let us go on to the fated Casellum of Gold. Fated Golden Cast. Este mentioned something about the legend of the Fated Golden Castle too. Fated Castle too, right? Are we talking about the same ruins? Nay, these are but scraps on the surface. The true castle lies deeper underwater. You sure don't know much more than the cats in town, huh, I'll say. You compare me to the cats in town? Follow closely and try not to get lost then. Oh, he just jumped down. Can cats swim? I don't think he's a normal cat there, babe. What are these though? Can I have? No, I can't have. Okay, so down we go. Hello, kitty cat. Meow meow. Meow meow kitty cat, where'd you go? Seriously, where the fuck did the cat go? Oh, there it is. Paimon feels like these statues are staring at us. They won't suddenly attack us, right? Difficult to say. Perhaps the golem you defeated earlier climbed up from here. That's just terrifying. Is it too late to swim back now? Oh, ouch. Bonked a rock. I definitely didn't think I had to steer. Where the fuck did the cat go again? I've lost him. Oh, interesting. No, let me get the... Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge space down here. Guess you do know your stuff, Ose. This is but the tip of the iceberg. Once an entire nation and land upon which it was built sank beneath the waves. My mission is to prevent that from which has sunk from resurfacing. Or so I believed. Ugh, I really wish I had a reliable guide. In that case, leave the guiding to Paimon. Well, that's what Paimon would like to say anyway. Anyway, we are the sole arbiters of whether the souls of the townsfolk can safely return to their bodies or not. So eyes up now. The fated castle is just through the great gate. Let us continue onward. Kitty cat, where are you going? Follow Ose and explore an ancient realm. You can talk to him at any time to get additional information. Don't forget to pet him! We can pet the cat. We can pet the cat. We can pet the cat. If you're curious, we can pet the cat. Get back here, Ose. Come here, little kitty cat. It is time to be pet. Ooh, book. I just want to pet the cat. Hi, buddy. Oh, Paimon bets a lot of people can live in a huge castle like this. But of course, and not just people either. Hey, there you go again, saying creepy stuff with a straight face. Oh, fret not. Surely heroes such as yourselves would dispatch any hidden ghosts or phantoms without breaking a sweat. And what is this? What an exquisite box. Seems like a music box of some kind. Still, it doesn't seem to fit in too well with its surroundings. Good eye. This is indeed a music box. But just as I have knowledge beyond ordinary cats, this music box has functions beyond most others. Ugh. Well, what if it can speak too? That did not cross my mind. Regrettably, it does not have such a function, for now at least. Anyway, even those who lack any musical knowledge can freely operate the power of the symphony using this box. We will have to use it later, I am sure. But isn't this because the symphony has gone all wacky that the townsfolk turned into whatever they are now? So what if Sid presses the wrong button or something? The symphony here may also become chaotic. And become the source of all sins. Wait, what? What sins? Are you okay over there? Peace now. You need not be so fretful. The symphony was mighty, beautiful, and glorious once, an existence that shouldered golden ideals. That it sows chaos upon the surface is a mere mishap of misalignment, the result of evildoers misusing great glorious power. But were it Sid, surely she would wield the power correctly. Oh, that's quite a lot of trust you're putting in us. It might be more accurate to say that I have no other option. I am a mere cat, at present, after all. Should I wish to make use of the music box myself, it might prove somewhat difficult. We have spoken this much. Now on to things like... Now to put things to the test. Remember the strings we got from the harp in the ruins? Those were, in truth, the scores on which the symphony was recorded. As long as you place the scores into the music box, the box shall play its tune all on its own. Oh, I was like, do we have to? Is there like a game? Ooh, little boat. What is this? Oh, it looks like there's 6 parts to this. Ooh, that's a pretty happy tune. Paimon's feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Seems this box still functions. Well, no. Are we not safe? Wait, so you weren't even sure if this would work or not? Not completely. One can judge a box by its cover. Do you not concur? Paimon gets the feeling that you're not talking about the box after all. But never mind that. What should we do now? The chaotic symphony must be here. If we can locate it, we can revive the souls that have been taken from the townsfolk. Let's have a look around. A reasonable judgment. If memory serves, the castle has a great many strange rooms. Perhaps they are worth investigating first. Also, the castle's central hall plays host to a mysterious stage, though no more plays shall ever be performed there. It was once an entrance to a place deeper underwater still, where the power of the symphony yet lingers. We must go there and check for any further anomalies. Deeper still. Indeed. I wonder what awaits us there. Hey, now's not the time to leave us hanging, Ase. You're a surprisingly petty one, huh? 7K pings? What do you mean by that? Still, before the riddle may be solved, we must first find the clues that await us in the castle. Come, let us away. The enigmatic symphony seems to be from a now destroyed civilization. You can use the power to unleash 2 types of sound waves. Oh, Discord pings. Use the power of the symphony to resonate with entities that react to the power of music. Press to activate a pause sound wave and cause specific objects in the area to stop moving. Continuously hold to activate a play sound wave. which will cause specific objects in the area to start moving or reactivate entities affected by pause sound waves. Special musical notes float above objects that can be influenced by the power of the symphony. When they resonate with specific sound waves, the note above them will also change. Not all objects can be influenced by music. Not all objects that can be influenced by music can resonate with different sound waves. Most of them can only interact with a specific sound wave. Interesting. Where is Cat? Cat is no more. Cat vanish. I found out that I could pet the cat, and then the cat ran away. It's fine. I'm not at all upset about it. 1:30. I thought I had more than that. Damn it. Okay, but I'm gonna probably call it there for tonight. Because we're gonna do a long stream tomorrow for Honkai to try to get caught up so that we can get those, the free character and the free jades. Honkai stream. Yep, tomorrow. So we're going to Honkai tomorrow. There's that event, right? Amor was talking about it earlier. That there's a free character. And then some jades. So we're gonna save some energy for tomorrow. The free character selection. Amor, are you lying to me? Oh, that thing. I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know who to trust anymore. I can't trust any of you. But I'm leaving. I'm going. Goodbye. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Ghosty just has a bad memory. Okay, good. But I will see y'all tomorrow for Honkai. And we are gonna try to do a longer stream. So that'll be fun. Hopefully we'll actually understand the lore a little bit. Okay. Thanks for hanging. Have a great night, y'all. And I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.